sa project ID. Tanong ko lang po, magkano po yung income sa isang araw?
300, 400.
Ano po yung total po ng tricycle? Sige po, thank you po. Yun lang po. Salamat po.
Huwag po namin ibang driver. Hi, kuya. Tanong ko lang po, ano po bang todo nyo?
SNRPP to dahil.
Ano po bang kinikita nyo sa isang araw?
Hindi kasi kayo masukan. Mga 700. 700 na gabi.
700 sa araw. 700 sa araw.
Hindi, totoo yung sinadaki natin kasi kuha ang mahina ngayon eh.
Sige.
Walang pasok.
Pero kapag maraming po,
Kapag po,
ay 1,000 po. Salamat po sa informasyon.
okay ka mo dali.
Salamat po. Thank you po.
Hindi naman.
Ano po yung total nyo?
Expensive po ba?
Magkano po yung kinikita nyo sa isang araw?
Sa biyahe, maganda. Makakabili ng sapat na pagkain. Pag mahina, medyo tambay-tambay. 300 minsan. 100. Pag maganda, 700.
Thank you po.
Okay.
Thank you po sa time. Kuya, pwede kami interview?
Pwede.
Ano po yung total ng tricycle?
Ang ako ay FFFF flat.
Ano po,
Matumal, wala talaga. Pag maraming pasero, traffic.
Thank you po. Sa time.
An average income of a tricycle driver per day is more than 500 pesos, with a standard deviation of 150. A sample of 5 tricycle drivers were interviewed to know their average salary, which is 560 per day. Is there a significant evidence that the average income of a tricycle driver per day is more than 500? Use 0.5 level of significance. Before arriving at the meaningful conclusions based on the given data, we will show you how to get the sample mean of the problem given above. To get the sample mean, we added the average daily income of the tricycle drivers that we interviewed. Sample mean equals to 400 plus 700 plus 500 plus 700 plus 500 is equals to 2,800 divided by 5 is equals to 560. Therefore, 560 pesos is the average income per day of the 5 tricycle drivers being interviewed.
Step 1. Determine the null and alternative hypothesis. Null. There is no significant evidence that the average income of a tricycle driver per day is more than 500 pesos. Mu is equal to 500. Alternative. There is significant evidence that the average income of a tricycle driver per day is more than 500 pesos. Mu is greater than 500 pesos. Step 2. Determine that the statistical technique and the level of the significance. Since the population standard deviation is known, we use C-test for means with alpha level 0.05.
Since the level of significance is 0.05, the confidence level is 95%. Therefore, we should find the nearest amount to the confidence level in the areas under the normal curve. Step 3. Establish the critical region or decision rule. Reject null hypothesis if Z is greater than 1.64. Otherwise, fail to reject null hypothesis. Step 4. Compute for the test statistics. Z is equals to sample mean minus mu over standard deviation divided by the square root of n. Z is equals to 560 minus 500 divided by 150 divided by the square root of 5. 60 divided by 67.08203933 equals to 0.894427191 or 0.89. Step 5. State the decision. Do not reject null hypothesis.
There is no significant evidence that the average income of a tricycle driver per day is more than 500 pesos.
Problem number 2. An average income of a tricycle driver per day is more than 500 pesos. A sample of 5 tricycle drivers were interviewed to know their average salary, which is 560 pesos per day with a salary division of 112. Is there significant evidence that the average income of a tricycle driver per day is more than 500 pesos? Use 0.05 level of significance. Step 1. Determine the null and alternative hypothesis. Null. There is no significant evidence that the average income of a tricycle driver per day is more than 500 pesos. Mu is equal to 500. Alternative. There is significant evidence that the average income of a tricycle driver per day is more than 500 pesos. Mu is greater than 500 pesos.
Step 2. Determine the statistical technique and the level of significance. Since the population standard deviation is unknown, we use t-test for means with alpha level 0.05. Since the level of significance is 0.05, the confidence level is 95%. Therefore, we should find the degrees of freedom in the t-distribution. To find it, you must first subtract 1 from n. Since n is equals to 5, direct your answer to 4 and 1 tail 0.050. Step 3. Establish the critical region or decision rule. Reject null hypothesis if z is greater than 1.64. Otherwise, fail to reject null hypothesis.
Step 4. Compute for the test statistics. T is equal to sample mean minus population mean divided by standard deviation over the square root of sample size. T is equal to 560 minus 500 divided by 112 over the square root of 5 equals 60 divided by 50.0879227 equals to 1.197893559 or 1.20. Step 5. State the decision. Do not reject null hypothesis. There is no significant evidence that the average income of a tricycle driver per day is more than 500. Mu is equals to 500.